Welcome to Farm with Fred. It's another exciting episode where we will be learning about flower setting and fruit formation in tomato production. As a grower or as a farmer in tomato field, there is one important thing that we consider, and that is flower formation. If you don't concentrate on making flowers, then you won't make fruits and you won't be in business. And in the journey of farming, there are so many things that affect flower formation. And one of the biggest disaster when it comes to tomato production is flower abortion. And today we will learn what causes flower loss, what makes flower not to form, and what causes flower abortion. As you can see, in this crop, in this section here, I've lost one fruit, and this fruit now I could have made some money through this. And there are so many factors that may have caused now the loss of the flower. One of the biggest challenge when it comes to flower formation and losing flower is pests and diseases. And the pest that usually attacks flowers is thrips. If you want to avoid flower abortion, or if you want to maintain your flowers, you have to control thrips. And we have different types of thrips. There are some that are yellow in color, there are others that are black in color, and there are others that are whitish, creamish in color. So all these pests, you have to make sure you are proactive in handling them. Don't wait until you see them so that you can start controlling them, because the moment you see them, they will have started sucking the sap from the flowers, hence you end up losing your flowers. Another thing that may affect flower formation or that may lead to flower abortion is the fertilizer that you use. At this stage or during flowering stage, or when the flowers are setting, avoid high nitrogenous fertilizer, because when you use high nitrogenous fertilizer, the crop concentrates on leaf formation or on vegetation formation, leaving now the formation of flowers. And our main interest is flower formation. Now, in order to reduce flowers at this stage, that's when we encourage synthetic product rich in boron and zinc. If you use those products, you'll be at a good position now to produce more flowers, good fruit setting, and a bumper harvest. From that, we also have environmental factors that affect flowers. And one of the environmental factors, one is hot conditions. When it's very hot, mostly degrees exceeding 30 degrees Celsius, you may end up losing your flowers. There is poor flower formation during using those high temperatures. And also when the temperatures are so low, below 12 degrees Celsius, also that causes flower abortion or poor flower formation. From environmental condition now, also low or no watering is another factor. At this stage or during flowering stage, the crops needs a lot of water. And this is very essential for the flower formation and vegetation, which also act as a coolant to the crop. So you have to make sure you do enough, not just watering, but enough watering. Sometimes during open field in open field production, you may be forced to water twice per week or thrice per week, depending by the weather condition of the day. Another thing that may cause flower abortion is poor pollination. When the flower is poorly pollinated, and talking of pollination, we can use, there is pest pollination, there is manual pollination, and there is weed pollination. Like in open field production, we have so many advantages, because we have weed pollination and we have bee pollination, which is a good pest that usually pollinates our flowers. But when it comes to greenhouse production now, That's where the challenge comes in. You have to go shaking each and every crop to make sure you do your pollination. That's the manual, the physical pollination, because there are no bees there and there is less weed inside the greenhouse. So if the flowers fail to pollinate well, you end up having flower abortion or poor fruit setting. As I have told you, in order now to cap all the problems and to have good flower formation, you have to do good watering. Make sure you use boron, zinc rich materials or synthetic product. Make sure if you're in a greenhouse, you do shaking for proper pollination. Avoid high nitrogenous product in order to increase good flower formation. Control all the pests and the diseases. And the disease I failed to mention about the disease that affect the flowers are blight. They eat the growing tip of the flower, and the flower will end up falling. So in order to avoid such things, you have to control these diseases. Until next time, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that we can learn together. Let's grow together.